When you step back from people, it is in your absence that people realize just how valuable you are, how much value you have to them. And this is what I want to talk to you about today, letting them miss you. But before I go into that, hello everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. It is always a pleasure to have you here. For those of you that are new, I am Natalie. I am a neurotransformation therapy practitioner and an intuitive manifestation coach. And my channel, As a Penny's Drop, is all about guiding you to heal from your past traumas, to release you and free you from your subconscious, deep-rooted limiting beliefs and those conscious beliefs that are controlling the trajectory of your life and blocking you from experiencing your deepest, most heartfelt desires. If you would like to find out more about me or about the variety of coaching solutions that I offer and to be a part of my badass manifestors community, the members only channel on YouTube with over 18 months of unseen content for me, then all you need to do is click the links below this video in the description box. And if you have any questions about which coaching solution would be right for you, you can DM me on Insta. The link is again below this video, or email me at natalie@asthepenniesdrop.com. Okay, so let's get to this video. Letting them miss you and the power that it brings to you. Did you know that you were born with value? That you came into this world with value and that value never left you? Although you think it did, it didn't. And it is still there for you to access whenever you want to access it. That value that you were born with has always been a part of you, and it always will be. Unfortunately, and the truth is, which was my truth too then, is that you forgot. You forgot your value. You forgot that you came with value into this world as a package because you got sucked into the program of life. What happens is our mindset shifts and we forget that we have value. We forget who we are and we conform to the belief of who we are, dimming our light and allowing the belief of others to treat us to be our truth. How we allow others to treat us by believing what others think about us matters, that their belief about us matters more than the opinion that we have about ourselves. We develop fears, irrational fears that feel so real based on outside experiences with how people treat us, talk to us, that actually have nothing to do with you or who you are. But it is this, because you believe this now, because you have forgotten your worth and over time handed over your power consistently to others. You believe this to be your truth, and all based on how people treat you, how people show up to you, how you experience things in life. You see, what happens is due to how you were treated as a child, you create these beliefs within you unintentionally and unconsciously that tie your sense of worth to these people, these other people. You believe them over yourself. And no matter who that is, it could be your parents, siblings, friends, boss, work colleagues, romantic partners. When you tie your sense of worth to how others treat you, what you are doing is you are handing them your power. You are saying what they think about you matters more and is the only thing that matters. You are giving them the power and control over you. The most dangerous thing that you can do is give people your power and control over you. The worth you hold within you, your value that you hold within you, is yours to determine how you choose to see yourself, how you choose to act, who you choose to have in your life, who you choose to be. Your worth is not a measuring stick dependent on how many friends you have, how successful you are, how much money you have in the bank, how big your house is, how big your car is, how intelligent you are, whether you got a first in your masters, where you send your kids to school. Your worth is measured simply by knowing who you are, regardless of what you have in your life. Your worth is not determined by what others think of you. It is what you think of you that determines your value. Because when you have a healthy opinion of yourself, your actions then align to this healthy opinion of yourself. When you no longer hand over your power and control in how others treat you, you are showing them how much you value yourself and how much worth you have. What you have forgotten is that you deserve to be here just as much as they do. You deserve to be seen and heard. You deserve to shine your light bright to the world. That you are a valuable person, an important person to this world. And it is just over time that you forgot. You forgot that this was actually your truth, because over time, day by day, your truth got buried, overtaken by the programmed mind that told you that this was now your truth and this was how things were going to be. And this is how you should act and see yourself. And this is the only type of people you can attract. And this is the only amount of money that you can earn. And this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and so on, until one day, just like I did, you just stopped believing that you had much or anything to offer. And quite frankly, that you should be grateful for what you do have, no matter how painful that is for you. Another thing that happens is that when we are giving people control over us, handing them our power with the belief, subconsciously or consciously, because maybe you actually have them on a pedestal. You are seeking their validation of your worth and value. You are seeking them to validate you and your existence. And isn't that just dreadful? And I used to do that too. Please see me. Please validate me. Let me tell you, the treatment that I experienced was awful. And I am sure a lot of those people that treated me like this do, in fact, silently watch my work and know just how badly they treated me. But they could have only done that because I allowed it unconsciously, subconsciously, and unintentionally. I could not control what I was doing. I needed them. I needed them in my life, no matter what. And I needed them to validate me, my hair, my clothes, my weight, my body, exercise that I did, the work that I did. And the judgments were off the effing scale. But I kept going back for more and more and more, giving them more of my power, accepting them when I would be the one then pursuing them, chasing them. It felt awful, but I didn't know any other way. That will be on my own. I'd buy people gifts, skin to myself out, making them happy so they would see my worth, so they wouldn't let me go, so they wouldn't leave me. But they still left, or in the end, when I woke up to my truth, to my value and worth, I left them. The biggest lesson here in my life, and what I want to share with you today, is this. The biggest lesson you will ever need to know. So write it down or on a piece of paper in big capital letters as a reminder for yourself. Share it with people who need this as a reminder. And also comment this in the comment box below. The truth is, I do not need anyone's approval to know I am worthy and that I have value. Comment that below. Claim it. So it's time to stop seeking external validation from others and seeing your worth and value. What they think doesn't and never did matter. Only if you rely on what they think to matter does it matter. As long as you know you are worthy and that you have value, because you do, and you are, that is all that matters. When you put the control of how they see you and feel about you, you are losing, and this is a very dangerous game to be in. You have the power to feel good about yourself any minute, second, or any hour of any day. just being you. So it is time to stop giving people your power and the control over you to define your happiness and self-worth. Only you define your self-worth and happiness. So how do you stop doing this? How can your absence show the value you do have? For me, it was a process, an overtime process through healing. I started with affirming who I wanted to become, not for anyone else, but for me. I started to recode my neural pathways. The more I deepened my practices with inner child work, forgiveness practices, subconscious, deep subconscious reprogramming, get into the deepest, most darkest, most negative belief, the root cause that I held about myself from birth. The more I remained faithful to these daily practices, the more I felt a sense of relief and freedom within. And the more I was able to let go of the need of people, because also a byproduct of healing and seeing your worth is detachment. The more I saw my worth and my value, the more I fell in love with myself, the more I stopped giving people my power and control over me, the more I let people that did not serve me go. The ones that were supposed to be in my life stayed, and the ones that were not left. And sometimes it wasn't easy, but through dedicated healing, it got easier because I saw how valuable and worthy I was. So it got easier, along with my practice of owning my truth, creating healthy boundaries, speaking my truths, no matter what the outcome, getting stronger, becoming fearless, more brave. This is me. This is what I want, and I will no longer settle in any area of my life ever again. And it isn't easy to do things you have never done before, but it gets easier. Standing up for yourself does not have to be an argument with someone. It can be a forceful, but yet calm conversation. It can be silent. It can be just turning away from them and pouring the focus onto you. But I guarantee, whether they come back or not, they will feel the value you have, the worth you always showed. In your absence, they will miss you. If they come back and you want them back, then it has to be aligned to your boundaries, not theirs. If they come back and then you change your mind, that is based on your new level of needs and expectations and desires, based on this value and worth you have now been able to access for yourself, loving yourself. You give yourself the freedom of choice to choose when you no longer give people your power and you pull back and you see your worth and value, the value and the worth that was always within you. You then get to choose. And when you choose you and let them miss you, they will. Your absence will be enough. If they come back, then, as I said, that is a conversation. If not, then you have had a lucky escape and you have been given a great experience that these people came in for. The purpose to wake you up to the truth that was buried within you. Let me share this with you. Someone needs to hear this. Someone I know, a family member actually, kept attracting bad relationship after bad relationship. And it got so bad with one person that when she finally, after such horrendous behaviors towards that she received from this person, she said, no more. And she went through hell with this person. But when she said, no more, I'm done, he said, I wondered how long it was going to take you. And it was this pivotal moment in this person's life that woke her up to her value and worth. And now this person is with their soulmate and has been for a very long time. Now, all this person needed was to experience enough hurt to realize her worth. But it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to get to that level of pain. All it takes is for you to know that how you are being treated is not right. And it starts there. You have not been left out. You have worth and value beyond belief. We all do. So it is time for you to take your ownership of this. It is time for you to own this and to start to take the steps forward to gain this back, to free up those old beliefs that are holding you back. The need for validation, handing over your power and control over, for it to be over. Take it back. Let them miss you. The truth will be eye-opening. Either way, it is going to be your choice as to whether you want any of those people back in your life or not. I choose no. You all know that. But I choose what I know I deserve now. And no one from my past is that. But that is my choice. And you have your choice. Stand in your truth. Stop dimming your light and seeking validation and others' approval. Shine your truth, the value and the worth that you hold to the world, silently or loudly. It really is your choice. Create powerful, healthy boundaries and make a commitment to yourself how to respond if they are stepped over. You deserve to see yourself as the best. And when you do, they will see this too. But it will be your choice who now enters and leaves your life. So letting them miss you, showing them your absence, not to get them to come back, but because you are seeing your value and worth, is the most powerful thing you can do. Validate yourself for who you are and no longer allow anyone to take your power or control over you. So if this video resonates, and if you would like further guidance on healing to detach, to free up the worth and value you are holding deeply buried within, so deeply buried that some of you don't even realize you've got it there. So you no longer seek validation from others, but you can just validate yourself and be confident in your own skin, magnetic. So you can no longer seek anything outside of you. So you can become it. So you no longer give your power away, control over you away. Then have a look at the variety of my coaching solutions in the description box. And like I said, if you're unsure which ones would be suitable for you, then let's have a chat. You can DM me on Insta or email me at natalie@asthepenniesdrop.com. So there you go, guys. All the details are below. I really thoroughly enjoyed sharing this with you. And I always intend to be as open and as vulnerable as I can about, my past experiences, to help you know that you are not alone on this journey. You are not alone. And transformation is extremely possible for you. It just takes you to start, and it does take a brave, courageous person. And there's some things still in my life I have to do, that I have to go, I have to suck things up and become brave. And so there you go, guys. But all of this is getting me stronger, you see, more courageous, more fearless, more brave, more confident, more magnetic, more unfuckwithable. There you go. So please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will be back very, very soon.